back to the Bitter Betty podcast. I'm Bitter Betty Deadhead here with my two cohorts.
Bitter Betty Tova.
And Bitter Betty Carol. That's with an E.
And today we are back. Well, we've never done this, but we're going to pay a tribute to Toby Keith. I know that we're not all country fans, but most of us should know who Toby Keith is.
Toby was a legend.
Yes.
Yeah, I am a huge Toby Keith fan. I grew up with Toby. I grew up in the country, and
I grew up with Toby.
love country too.
I'm Texan, of course. I know country music. I just don't. It's not my favorite, but
yeah,
I love Toby.
I was big into country in high school, like country and rap. That's what I listened to.
Well,
and then I moved into I moved into more like alternative punk rock metal stuff when I was like in my early 20s. So
yeah, so we thought we would do something, just special, a little bit different today. And pay some tribute. So
yeah,
and offer
he was such a good dude.
Like to his family, kids, the fan base that that he had that loved him so dearly. I was never a huge country music fan. I like some. I do know who Toby Keith is. He's a household name. So we just wanted to take a minute just to show some respect.
Well, and he was such a huge patriot, and I loved that about him. He was standing up when a lot of people were not. So
yeah, and this is one of my favorite country songs. But I mean, from Toby, my younger brother has always loved the Red Solo Cup. Like that's his favorite jam. With Toby. But what's your favorite Toby song?
Oh, that's a hard one. I think I fell in love with the first song he ever put out, which was "Should Have Been a Cowboy."
Yes, that's a good one.
And that song has always had a place in my heart. But there's really not a lot of Toby Keith songs that I don't know. But I think the original, like that first one, was the one that captivated me. And I mean, every one of them is good, but I would say that one because that's the first one I ever heard.
Yeah, and Carol says she don't think she's heard much of Toby, so this will be a little bit new to her.
Yeah. Who knows? You may like new country now. I don't listen to. I only listen to the country I grew up with in like the 80s and 90s and like kind of early 2000s when I was like, I graduated in 01, so it was barely in the 2000s, but like in our generations.
Yeah, I used to work at a restaurant / bar that was it was like more of a country bar, and actually Mark Chestnut visits there quite a bit.
I love Mark Chestnut.
So yeah, like I waited on Mark Chestnut a few times.
Mm-hmm. The first concert I ever went to in my entire life was this country concert, and it was Sawyer Brown, Chris Ledoux, and Colin Ray. And I think I was like, I don't know, 7, 8 maybe. And I had the most hideous, like, candy stripe, like, red and white, like, candy cane looking shorts and vest outfit with a fucking white t-shirt underneath. It was ungodly. Like, I'm so glad there's no pictures from then, and I'm glad there's no internet because that shit is gone forever. You'll never see it. Ever. It was terrible, but I remember that so well.
I just know that in that bar, though, that we played a lot of Toby Keith, and this was one of them that came on a lot.
I worked at a country bar for a while called Cactus Canyon.
Yeah, we had
that.
And
I was like a floor girl. I was a floor girl, so I would like help like bus tables, so like clean up and stuff. But I would be responsible for like starting line dances and like getting people to dance. Like sometimes I would just have to go up and randomly choose a dude and have to like dance and stuff. And that was one of the most fun jobs I've ever had in my entire life. It didn't pay shit.
No.
But man, that was fun.
Okay, you ladies ready?
All right. Yes.
Yes.
All right, let's go.
This
Toby
is
Keith's
the
hot
store
too,
that
by
I
the
was
way.
telling you about.
Credit card smoking now.
Remember last September I wore those silver shoes? Well, Cindy told Lisa that told me that they have the scarf here that would go perfect with those shoes.
Oh, I bet.
But there's the scarves right over there. Let's go over there and look over there.
how your boss is a jerk. We talk about your church and your head when it hurts. We talk about the troubles you've been having with your brother, about your daddy and your mother and your crazy ex-lover. We talk about your friends and the places that you've been. We talk about your skin and the dimples on your chin, the polish on your toes and the run in your hose. And God knows we're gonna talk about your clothes. You know talking about you makes me smile. But every once in a while, I wanna talk about me, I wanna talk about number one. Oh my, me, my, what I think, what I like, what I know, what I want, what I see. I like talking about you usually, but occasionally, I wanna talk about me. I wanna talk about me. We talk about your dreams and we talk about your schemes, your high school team and your moisturizer cream. We talk about your nana up in Muncie, Indiana. We talk about your grandma down in Alabama. We talk about your guys of every shape and size, the ones that you despise and the ones you idolize. We talk about your heart, about your brains and your smarts and your medical charts and when you start. You know talking about you makes me grin. But every now and then I wanna talk about me, I wanna talk about number one. Oh my, me, my, what I think, what I like, what I know, what I want, what I see. I like talking about you usually, but occasionally I wanna talk about me. 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 I wanna talk about number one. Oh my, me, my, what I think, what I like, what I know, what I want, what I see. I like talking about you usually, but occasionally I wanna talk about me. I wanna talk about me. I wanna talk about me. Oh, me.
Woo!
I really liked like when he would do like that.
Me.
It almost sounds like the
Yeah,
like the
yodeling.
yodeling. Yes, I really liked that. I enjoyed that a lot. I thought the video was quite funny. And it did have a lot of humor in it. Yeah, I've never ever heard this song.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I've never heard it.
Yeah.
Like I said,
So-
I've never been a big country person. So,
Yeah. How did you feel about that? Not being like a country fan.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it at the moment. I don't think it would be something that I would listen to like
On a daily.
Yeah.
on a daily.
Yeah.
No. That's just because it's a preference of like
Right,
the,
yeah.
type of, like, the genre of music that I listen to.
Yeah. I have to like be in
the
the
country
mood to
mood,
listen to
yeah.
country. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's like same thing. Like sometimes I'm in like a watch the world burn, popular monster, no response, don't look down, I'm sorry, not sorry kind of day or mood. And then sometimes then I'm in like a, you know,
Disgusting.
yeah, disgusting type of mood.
If
That's
you
a
know,
song,
you
guys.
know.
Calm down. Yeah, it's a song. It's an unreleased song. You don't get to hear it. Unless you buy the album.
I know, and I almost accidentally said a line from it, so we're gonna
Woo.
be careful. There. All right, what do we got
but
next
yeah.
on deck?
Yeah. What was the next one, Tova?
The next one we are going to do is How Do You Like Me Now? No. Yes. No. As Good As I Once Was.
Oh.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to do
I
As
know
Good As I
that one
Once
too.
Was.
That was a good one. As good as I once was. Okay.
We could do so many. There are so many good ones. We'll if we have time, we'll do How Do You Like Me Now? But I think As Good As I Once Was, I think that it's something like, I think that's something we'll all relate to. And I find like if it's a song that is, or in a genre that I don't normally listen to, the more relatable it is, the more I'm going to enjoy it. So I think we'll enjoy this one because like I feel this on it. This song hits differently now that I'm 41 as opposed to when it came out and I was like,
16.
you know, 15, 12, something, whatever it was, right? So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Y'all ready?
Yep.
I'm ready.
She said, I seen you in here before. I said, I've been here a time or two. She said, hello, my name is Bobby Joe. Meet my twin sister, Betty Lou. And we're both feeling kind of wild tonight. You're the only cowboy in this place. And if you're up for a rodeo, I'll put a big Texas smile on your face. I said, girls, I ain't as good as I once was. I got a few years on me now. But there was a time back in my prime when I could really lay it down. And if you need some love tonight, then I might have just enough. I ain't as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. I still hang out with my best friend Dave. I've known him since we were kids at school. Last night he had a few shots, got in a tight spot, hustling a game of pool with a couple of redneck boys, one great big fat biker man. I heard David yell across the room, hey buddy, how about a helping hand? I said, Dave.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Dave. Hi, Dave.
I ain't as good as I once was. How the years have flown. But there was a time back in my prime when I could really hold my
I don't think I've ever seen the music videos.
But if you
he had the
wanna
best
fight
videos.
tonight, guess those boys don't look all that tough. I ain't as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. I used to be hell on wheels back when I was a younger man. Now my body says that you can't do this, boy, but my pride says, oh yes you can. I ain't as good as I once was. That's just the cold hard truth. I still throw a few back, talk a little smack when I'm feeling bulletproof. So don't double dog dare me now, 'cause I'd have to call your bluff. I ain't as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. May not be good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was.
Oh, I love it so much.
That one was fun.
Yeah,
I like the video.
I love that video.
I don't know
Yeah.
that I would have enjoyed it as much if I didn't have that video, like
Yeah.
to go along with it. But that was hilarious. I really
Yeah.
like that one.
His videos are always so much fun. And the last one I think we're gonna do is probably Red, White, and Blue. Or courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue. Yeah. Yep, that's it. This was 14 years ago.
Okay. Didn't he like go around like singing this with the soldiers or something? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to make sure that I had that correct.
Yep.
Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
American girls and American guys will always stand up and salute. We'll always recognize when we see old glory flying. There's a lot of men dead, so we can sleep in peace at night when we lay down our heads. My daddy served in the army, where he lost his right eye, but he flew a flag out in our yard till the day that he died. He wanted my mother, my brother, my sister and me to grow up and live happy in the land of the free. Now this nation that I love is falling under attack. A mighty sucker punch came flying in from somewhere in the back. Soon as we could see clearly through our big black eye, man, we lit up your world like the 4th of July. Hey, Uncle Sam, put your name at the top of his list, and the Statue of Liberty started shaking her fist, and the eagle will fly, and it's gonna be here when you hear Mother Freedom start ringing her bell, and it'll feel like the whole wide world is raining down on you. Oh, brought to you courtesy of the red, white, and blue.
My favorite part.
Oh, justice will be served and the battle will rage. This big dog will fight when you rattle his cage, and you'll be sorry that you messed with the U.S. of A. 'Cause we'll put a boot in your ass, it's the American way. Hey, Uncle Sam, put your name at the top of his list, and the Statue of Liberty started shaking her fist, and the eagle will fly, and it's gonna be hell when you hear Mother Freedom start ringing her bell, and it'll feel like the whole wide world is raining down on you. Courtesy of the red, white, and blue. Of the red, white, and blue. Of my red, white, and
Well, thank you, Toby Keith, for, having the back of our troops and, caring about America and being patriotic. My grandfather, my father, my uncle all served in the military. I come from a big military family. Flags fly at my house. We're very patriotic here. So I appreciate that. I've never actually heard this song. I've heard of the song. I've never actually taken the time to listen to it because I've, again, never a big country fan. But I think I'm going to be adding this one to my list because I actually really did enjoy that song a lot. And I appreciated it a lot. So
yeah, I've always been very patriotic. I too come from a big military family. My my brother was in the Air Force for 10 years, served in Afghanistan. My dad was in Vietnam, as well as my uncle, and my grandfather was in the Korean War and World War II. All of which before I was, really alive, or before I was alive and everything. But I've grown up right next door to a military base. Like I'm 10 minutes from Fort Hood, or what's now Fort Cavazos, whatever. but I've been around military my entire life, and I've just seen the sacrifices them and their families have had to make as I've grown up, and I just have the utmost respect for the men and women that serve in our military.
Yep, my grandpa, on my mom's dad. I never met him, but he served in the army and was in Germany in World War II. And my grandpa on my dad's side was in the Navy and was in the he was one of those. He was in World War II too as well.
Yeah.
And then I have a bunch of Air Force family and Army family, and then my younger brother was in the Marines, and he served in Iraq.
I can't forget my cousin either. My cousin did serve in the Army. He did it much later while I was alive, but he worked. He did cryptology with Special Forces, and now he works for the State Department, which I think is a cover for his CIA job. But that's just me.
So we all have a lot of patriotism in us.
Yep, very much patriots.
Yes, I love it. I love it very much, and I'm very sad for the loss of Toby Keith and his family and his fan base, and I want to thank all the men and women that have served and still currently serve, and to serve this great country of ours. So
yes,
thank you all very much.
Thank you so much for your service.
Yes.
All right.
And I think that's a beautiful way to wrap it up. I think it's lovely.
I think it's too. Yes.
Yeah.
So y'all want to hear some more country music from us? Let us know in the comments. And
I'm a old school country music connoisseur, so I can.
Something that we might not have heard, and you want us to react to it, we'll let us know.
All right. Good.
So y'all be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Peace.
Peace out.
Peace.